This is Robert Harper with Farm Bureau's Grain Division, bringing you the Merchandiser Minute for Friday, November the 30th, 2018. At the end of just an exciting week full of news that affected the futures part of your price. We're just going to start off today with some of the many eye catchers this week that had an impact on what you do and what you sell. We saw the collapse continue in a lot of energy markets. A lot of different traders had their eye on those, especially in how that references your corn price. We're still waiting on a Brexit decision, and we've seen lots of news reports this week about that decision lingering and what's going on in the UK. We came into the week with the funds, the last week of the month, with the funds net short corn, wheat, and beans. And remember, the last week of the month, especially the last day of the month, you get a lot of position squaring, and we've seen that today with a very positive price action. We got some really dovish remarks from the Fed chairman this week that we might not see as many interest rate hikes next week. I don't think I'm taking too much liberty quoting him like that, but they were dovish remarks. The stock market's really rebounded positively from that news that we might not have as many interest rate hikes next year. Ethanol hits a 13-year low, and that definitely plays close to home to us here in Virginia as we're dealing with the loss of the ethanol plant in Hopewell. We basically got a farm bill agreement put into place in Congress. It's wonderful. Congratulations to them, and we'll watch that unfold in the coming weeks. China showed up on the export sales list for buying U.S. pork, even with all the tariffs in place, and that kind of relates back to African swine fever and what they're dealing with over there. We saw amazing activity with soybean options, and we've watched Russia and Ukraine deal with some political problems, and you've seen the volatility in your wheat price. All eyes are on the G20 summit in Buenos Aires, Argentina, today and tomorrow, where President Trump and President Xi will be meeting to talk about trade. We really could see some exciting activity in the futures when the board opens on Sunday night. When we look at some of the USDA numbers, the corn sales this week were way above average and just again shows the great demand for corn. And USDA also told us that the corn harvest and the soybean harvest were tied at 94% done. It's only slightly behind the 5-year average. So when we look at your trends this week, December corn expires for most of us today, was up 5 cents for the week at $3.66. Will be on the March next week. January soybeans were up 13 cents a bushel for the week at $8.94 at the close, and the December wheat contract closed up 12 cents today to close at $5.15. So keep your eyes next week on what happens at the G20 summit. We also should get an announcement, hopefully from USDA, about the second round of payments on the market facilitation program. This is Robert at Farm Bureau. Call us if we can help you.